Yo guys, how are we doing? Welcome back to the Chelsea Past and Present RTG on FIFA 22. For this week's Division Rivals highlights, I decided to just go full Thomas Tuchel with it and just use the squad that you can see in front of you. This is physically the best squad that I can build right now using just the current active Chelsea players. And, we've got the likes of Thiago Silva, Rudiger, Azpilicueta, Kante. We've got Kai Havertz, which I'm praying will eventually get a special card. Timo Werner and inform Mason Mount. We do have Once Lukaku on the bench. I wanted to start him, but I really wanted to just, again, show off the dominance and the power that this Timo Werner Road to the Knockout card can show off. So this is basically how the team started off. The chem stars you see are all the chem stars that I used in these highlights, and probably the chem stars I would recommend on these players for the given positions that I played them in. Aside from that then, the only thing that I did was I played them in the infamous 3-4-2-1 tactics, which I will add a little card above, which would be the tactics that I used for this video. But basically, 40 width, 35 depth, long ball, possession, because Chelsea are very possession heavy. A lot of teams hate him for it, but deal with it. So this is how they lined up. We had Thiago Silva with that lack of pace and that centre-back, Kante and Kovacic in the midfield, and then Kai Havertz, Mount surrounding Timo Werner. Very similar or reminiscent to the Champions League final against Man City, except instead of Kovacic, we obviously played Jorginho, but sadly EA have already robbed him this year. And then instructions, again, they will be in depth on the video separate. So if you do enjoy this video, please leave a like, comment down below what kind of Chelsea variant you'd like to see me do for this week coming's Division Rivals highlights. And without further ado, let's jump straight into those highlights. So guys, as we jump into these Division Rivals highlights, as you can see, my opponent's got a very, very nice, strong Premier League team. And straight from the get-go, we have a bit of a rough start. As you can see me. Hello, nice to see you. I'm trying something out a bit different. I'm trying the camera in the footage. So if you guys do like this and it is better, then please do let me know. I believe the sound quality will be better. I think when I use the microphone adapter to my MacBook, it doesn't really like it. But it seems to me that, recording it on Windows seems to be the way forward. So I think I'll stick to that going forward. So this is just a trial run. Let me know if you guys like it. So straight from the off, I'm playing I'm playing against a very, very strong Premier League team, and Timo Werner is bringing us back to 2-1, and the link up between Kai Havertz and Timo Werner brings us back to 2-2. My opponent played really, really well, and sadly for me, this is kind of just showing exactly my poor defending, which is a bit of a shame. So I knew what I had to do. I had to put the pressure on my opponent, bring on some subs, bring on some fresh legs, and really change up the game. And Christian Pulisic was that for me. That close dribbling and just buries that into the back of the net. My opponent's can't really do much about that. And this is kind of just showing the Chilwell link up into Timo Werner to bury that for 4-2. And then going into our second game, a very strong Premier League backline with some French and Bundesliga up top. And this is again showing the Kai Havertz, Timo Werner dream connection that we always wanted into a beautiful chip over the keeper. And like I said, there's something about chips this year that feels super, super satisfying when compared to last year. Like last year, it was just super easy. You always knew it was going to go in. But this year, there's something a little bit sweeter about it. And I love scoring those kinds of goals. So Mason Mount here stepping up, just showing us, why he is the Chelsea boy and the golden boy. And as rightly so, he is amazing. So if he ever does manage to watch these videos, or he ever does hear about this, then please do, Mason, hit me up, because I'd love to meet you. I think you are amazing, and you are very rapidly becoming my favourite player, alongside Frank Lampard. Enough of that, we'll move on. But it's also nice as well, I actually got Kai Havertz on the score sheet. I think he could really do with like an inform or a special card this year, and as soon as he gets it, I'm just going to insta-buy it. I know a lot of people will. There's a lot of Kai Havertz fans out there, and I think he's just a really, really nice player and a nice person. And like I said, he's won Chelsea the Champions League. He is a crazy, crazy mad lad. So we want to see more from him. And thankfully, well, not thankfully, but sadly, due to injuries and stuff, we are actually getting to see that, right? We're actually getting to see a bit more from Kai Havertz, and he's setting up some nice goals for Chelsea. And I hope when we get a bit of a stronger side coming back going forward, in terms of, Timo Werner coming back from injury, Romelu Lukaku coming off injury, it would just be nice to see them all play together again, and it'd be nice to see Kai Havertz linked with that and scoring some beautiful goals or setting up some amazing goals for us all to watch. So in this game here, we come up against a very, very strong Serie A team, and again, Werner is just your man whenever you want him to get in behind. he just always happens to have that ball land at his feet, and it just makes such a difference, and he always buries them for me. Like I said, so far this year, Timo Werner alongside Fernando Torres are two of the best players that I've used, and it was a shame to sell Fernando Torres. I really wanted to keep him, but I knew Timo Werner is where my heart is set, and like I said, it is a live card. He's got prospects to get upgrades, +1 if they qualify and another +1 if they win one of their next 2 games. So it really, really matters, and having a live card like that can be very, very important. And I always said, as soon as Timo Werner got a special card this year, I'm just gonna get it. He's just gonna stay. So here we are. We're back up. We're losing 3-1, which is a bit of a shame. And just before half time, again, who else other than Mason Mount to step up here? We've got Werner on the edge, who has a pop shot, and it lands to Mason Mount, who tries and then catches that on a nice volley for the finish, which brings us to 3-2. We were super unlucky here. I wanted to include this highlight. It's not a goal, but how unlucky was this to not go in? I was super, super gutted by that, but unfortunately, the keeper in that game was just on another level. I don't think there's anybody that could compete with him. We did lose this game quite badly. I didn't want to bother including the rest of the highlights. But just know I did lose that one. I will openly admit it. I got smashed. But we'll move on. Coming into our next game here, which was a very nice aggressive tackle from Rudiger. Like, it's what I expect from Rudiger when I buy him in game. And here we are. This is one of my favourite goals I scored, man. Just Werner is, 5v1 there? And he just manages to dribble his way through and score that. It kind of reminded me of the run from Kai Havertz in the Champions League, or it reminded me of the Fernando Torres goal against Barcelona, which put them through to the Champions League final. It's very reminiscent of that. Or I think even Hazard did a goal where he was 4 or 5v1 and managed to dribble it with pace all the way up and then score. So when I scored that, I was super happy, and I just sat there with this, that kid on Christmas feel, just that, I couldn't believe it. It was amazing. So yeah, it just shows the power of some of these players, even today. Yes, I forgot about this goal. Kai Havertz doing his Champions League chip special. That goal as well, that made me super, super happy. Chipping the keeper, and I think at that point, my opponent had literally had enough, as you can see, and he was out. So coming to our next opponent there, he's got that Rule Breakers Verratti, which a lot of people are raving about and saying is a very, very good card. He had Neymar and things like that, so his team is crazy. But of course, who else to kick us off with our first goal other than Timo Werner? Who else would it be but Timo Werner? We got Papa Benz here, I believe. He was a problem. His finishing in this game is incredible. We knew this from the get-go in terms of players with good finishing that might not be as agile were very, very strong this year, and we've seen that from the likes of like Benzema. We've seen Lukaku, Drogba. I've really enjoyed using Drogba this year, and I can't wait to use him again. So it just shows that, like, look at that, man. Yeah. There's really not much Eder Mendy could do there, sadly. But, we, like I said, in the past, we've got to keep pushing, we've got to keep grinding, we've got to keep finding these goals. And who else? It's just Timo Werner again. He's just a good card, man. He's so good. And if you can even get him into your team, or if you can afford him, please do. He is just insane. Coming into our last but one game, we've got the power. And I was surprised I scored this. I genuinely thought the keeper could have done better there. But, Kai Havertz just being Kai Havertz and just scoring. Super, super happy with that. Can't complain. This is kind of cool. This is me kind of showing the build-up from the back in the 3-4-2-1, showing how aggressive you can be between the mixture, all the way from Eder Mendy, passing the ball to Thiago Silva, and working it all the way up, eventually through to Mason Mount to just bury it and put us up 2-0 in this game. We do get unlucky here. I think this Ripart card I've not seen too much of, but he did bits, man. He was a very, very good card, and I was very surprised by that. And Nkunku, what the hell was that? Like, there's just nothing I can do about that, sadly. And then in our last clip, this is the last game I played, and he did this to win. And Werner was super, he hit the bar twice this game, and then Pulisic to finish. And that's it, guys. So, as you can see, Timo Werner just showing his dominance right now. So far with him, I've played 13 games, 13 goals scored, and 3 assists. It was nice to see Kai Havertz pop up on the score sheet there, but I feel like he needs an inform or an upgrade card or two, and to fix those medium work rates, man. I genuinely really think that robbed him in terms of work rates this year, but we move. Mason Mount, I've already said in the past, I absolutely love this card, and I love him in game, and I love him in real life, so I'd love to meet him. Mason Mount, hit me up, bro. I'd really respect it. Kante is a demon at this point and a club legend for us. 224 games, man. That's crazy good. Never ever going to leave my club. And then, of course, the GOAT, Thiago Silva, almost coming up to his 200th game for the club with us. Absolutely love him, and I don't ever intend to get rid of him. I was super surprised with Mendy. I really thought like going from Petr Cech to Edel Mendy would be a big problem. But he actually genuinely surprised me. And honestly, if you're looking for a super cheap budget keeper, man, he is your go-to. I mean, okay, the nationality is a bit weak, but if you can get links for him from Premier League centre-backs, you'll be golden. You'll be great. Aside from that, the team just performed really nicely. I think, again, like I said, the power creep is massive in this game because packs are really good this year. But it was still fun, and I absolutely love this Chelsea squad. And I really hope that potentially with some of the January transfer rumours, maybe we can mix it up with some new players, and maybe I'll do it again if we do get some of those cool new players. But that's it for this video. If you, like I said at the start of the video, if you did enjoy, please leave a like, comment down below, like I said already, as to which Chelsea era you'd like me to do next. You know, we've done the 2013 squad, we've done the current squad. Maybe I'll mix it up. Maybe I'll go a bit older. You know, get my Didier Drogba boy back in. Who knows? But yeah, let me know down below. Leave a comment down below. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. It really means a lot. I know you hate this drooling stuff from other YouTubers. I get it. But it really makes a difference to us, and it shows that you guys are enjoying the content that I'm doing. So yeah, please do drop a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. So for now, guys, I hope you have a nice rest of your days or whatever it is, and take it easy. Peace.